So finally, the spoilers for Jujutsu Kaisen Chapter 237 have been released. In these spoilers, we have seen Kashimo's cursed technique, and in fact, we have also been shown what Sukuna's original form is. But the biggest question is, what happened to Gojo Satoru? So, is Gojo Satoru really alive or not? I'm very excited about this and can't wait any longer. So without any delay, let's dive straight into the spoilers. The chapter starts off with Kashimo entering the battlefield, but one more player also joins the battlefield, standing aloof on a massive lump of ice. This person is none other than the ice star Ura Yume. But there's also someone else joining this battle, and a lot of us are going to be very happy to see that it's Hikari Kenji. He challenges her directly to a battle, saying that he made a promise so he can't allow her to live. Hikari opens his domain and Urawim activates her ice formation against him. So interestingly enough, it seems as if the students will be rolling out the fight. Although Hikari's domain was able to capture Uraume inside of it, the boulder of ice continued to fall. It suddenly evaporates, and Kashimo notices that all of this was just to deliver something to Sukuna, which is none other than Sukuna's main weapon, which Yuruzu created as a bounding vow of death. And the name of this cursed tool is Kamuto, which resembles the Hindu god Indra's lightning weapon, Vajra. When Sukuna launches an electric attack on Kashimo using his cursed weapon and says, just like the good old times. Of course, Kashimo's curse energy has made him resistant to electricity because his curse technique is based on electricity, which means he is immune to curse-based electric attacks. Kashimo then questions Sukuna, did you become the strongest or were you born as the strongest? And of course, this is a very important question to ask. Sukuna answers Kashimo saying that he doesn't know because he was an unwanted child. Kashimo asks how does Sukuna interacted with others without knowing weakness? Or how did he show affection or mercy? Because Kashimo says he wasn't able to do so. He saw all other humans as pieces of dirt. Kashimo then asks Sukuna to teach him if strength is to be alone and find a place to properly show your powers. His strength, the punishment of the strong. Now, something I want to just point out here is that this arc does seem to be a battle of the strongest arc kind of thing. Obviously, Kashimo wasn't as strong as Gojo and Sukuna, but it seems as if he does have the same punishment that those two have for being the strongest and the representative of the Edo era. So I do think that we are going to continue exploring themes of strength and what it means to be the strongest through Kashimo here. But let's focus on the chapter. Sukuna calls Kashimo extravagant and says that even Goju was the same. Sukuna taps his head with the weapon and calls upon Kashimo to begin their battle. I also wonder if Kashimo and Gojo have had a conversation about this topic here. It'd be pretty interesting to find out. Maybe we'll see if Kashimo is about to die. But I'd love to see Kashimo and Gojo's conversation about being the strongest and how they would interact with each other through this feeling. Kashimo moves back and activates his curse technique, the Genju Kohasaku. It translates to something like Phantom Beast Amber. In this page, we don't really see anything change, but obviously it's just because he just activated it. After Kashimo lands a punch on Sukuna's face, he loads a breath type attack and blasts it at Sukuna. The narrator then explains that Kashimo's curse technique remakes his body to be able to blast any kind of attack, which Kashimo can create from his cursed energy. Kashimo manages to land another punch. His curse technique enhances his agility, and the waves he blasts evaporate anything when they get touched. But Kashimo surpasses the human body to make these happen, and thus, once his cursed technique ends, his body will break. So, like most have theorized, you guys are correct. Kashimo's curse technique is a one-time transformation, or an enhancement of his techniques. As this battle goes on, the narrator then begins to explain that Sukuna had a method of reviving his original body only once without using reverse curse technique, but Sukuna had intentionally halted it. And as we see the transformation of the reincarnation has been restarted, the King of Curses in his full glory has finally returned. The four-armed Sukuna enters the battle, and the chapter ends here. So since we have some time, I wanted to get into why I believe that the strongest talk and what Kashimo was asking Sukuna is very important, because we get into Sukuna's past a little bit. But not only that, we also get some more philosophy on what it means to be the strongest. Although Sukuna has not answered this yet, I guarantee you that he eventually will, and we will come to understand how Sukuna gained as much power as he did. Did he grow up with this power? Did it come to him through relentless training, or did he put himself through endless battles, risking his life to reach near death and gain Zenkai boosts? That's basically what I'm getting at. But the biggest question that arises is what happened to Gojo, because because some creators were spreading fake news by showing panels from the fan manga that Gojo is going to heal himself. What fake news will they spread in the future? Because we didn't get any mention of Gojo in this chapter even once. But two things in this chapter I really liked. First, we finally got to see Sukuna's original form. And second, we found out what Kashimo's curse technique is. When the full chapter comes out, I'll be able to explain things better.
So, what's your opinion on this? Tell me in the comment section. And thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing my channel for more awesome videos.